this is not a good start, and we are projecting that we will have to make some cuts. And so we will be bringing some recommendations to the City Council in the coming months. I don't want to overreact. We certainly expect some rebound, but I think it's only prudent for us to start planning what we're going to cut, what services might be impacted, and begin from, certainly from your perspective. What you'll want is to hear from your constituents on, what is important to you, what do you feel we can do without if times get really, really tough. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. That's all I have, Mayor.
City Attorney.
Nothing, just ditto what Steve said about Chris Heathcott. He was a great person and just an honorable police officer and code enforcement officer, and it was just a pleasure to work with him. And I was in court with him last Wednesday with Chief Smith, and we had a great time and visiting after that. So anyway, I just wanted my prayers go out to his family, and just want everybody to know what a big loss this was to us.
I would like to have a report. First of all, thank you for the group work camp. I mean, all the people that were affected here in Seminole had, things done with their homes and all that. That's a great deal anytime that you can improve our city. Secondly, I was pretty disappointed with our pool vote, that we didn't take care of those that can't take care of themselves. Thirdly, working with Chris, we see him up at the hospital. He could bring humor to any gravid situation. It didn't matter what it was. And he was always fun to be around, and he will greatly be missed. The one thing from the director of the emergency room, I unfortunately see too many people that come in like this, that we have a seatbelt law. Please just wear your seatbelts. Ward 1, Bill Wantland.
I want to echo what everyone has said about Chris. I want to say also that the 4th of July celebration was real great. There was only one glitch that I observed, and that was whether or not to postpone the fireworks, because they were delayed, and then they weren't going to do it, then they were, and unfortunately a lot of people left before they finally, and it was a fantastic show. But we need to keep that up. That's a great and glorious thing.
Did you guys plant that? That's ruthless.
How much did that cost them?
Actually, that was never, ever not going to go off. That was, I don't know, a rumor that trickled out of there. We were always going to fire. These guys were harassing me, but we were always going to fire the fireworks.
Now, we did get a chuckle out of that because I worked the emergency room that night, and that was over the scanner. You could hear, he said, "We will be doing the fireworks." Ward 2, Gary Houck.
Just like to thank the city staff, and remember Chris. I mean, he was a very good person. I spent a lot of time with him talking about code enforcement stuff. Remember his family, remember his wife that's, still having problems. So.
Ward 3, Terry Thomas.
Well, in addition to Chris, we also need to remember Jack Thompson.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
He had a heat stroke and possible heart attack Saturday, so he's going to be off for a while.
Ward 4, Chris Hansen.
Just would also like to say that my thoughts and prayers are with those affected by the loss of Chris Heathcott. And I would also like to thank, I think it was the Seventh-day Adventist who sealed Boomtown Playground. It was in need of another coat of sealant, and they did that for us. So I want to thank them also.
D.D. Patterson.
A lot of good things have been said. I'd like to say something about Chris and tell a story. We had a lot that we've had problems with for years in trying to keep the grass cut. I had calls on it, and I worked with Chris and asked him to do what he could. And the lady that lives next door the next day called me and said, Dee Dee, said, you have really done something here. Said, there's someone out there weed eating this lot now. I said, well, who in the world would that be? He said, I don't know, but I'll go check. Went out, and it was Chris himself. That tells you what kind of person he was. He was trying to do the best job that he could and even going beyond what he should have done. So he's dearly going to be missed. Chris was good. Also on the work camp, everyone that helped in that deserves the biggest pat on the back, because I tell you, that is really something. And I had two of the group leaders. One was in his 4th year and the other one in his 3rd, come to me and said that Seminole was without a doubt the best place they had been. They were treated better, they were better organized, they were just so pleased with the way things went. So Carol, you deserve a lot of credit. Brad, you deserve a lot of credit. And your father, Mike, would be proud. You're carrying on this work.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
That's all I have.
Do I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Opposed?